Started with the incline dumbbell press, a few warm-ups, 2 sets to failure, 8 to 10 range, heavy incline dumbbell flies, sorry. Went on to the, what was next? The flat hammer strength bench press. Did a couple warm-up sets and 2 sets to failure in the 10 to 12 rep range. I'm gonna finish with this incline Nautilus machine, 2 sets, 8 to 12 rep range, 2 sets to failure. I already did a warm-up set, so we got 2 sets left, 2 sets to failure. Thanks for joining us today for chest, guys. It was a good workout. Chest at the Y. A big Corey on my fly machine. Incline dumbbell flies today.
Is that heavy enough for a warm-up?
Oh yeah. So we're gonna do the incline dumbbell fly. And gonna get a good stretch now. A few pointers. When you're doing these, you really need to, since gravity on the fly machine, let's start with the fly machine. There's tension the whole range because it's a machine. So you got leverage arms and you've got a range of motion that's designed by the engineers or the machine engineers or whoever does it, okay? So it's got good tension the full range. Dumbbells don't have tension the full range when you're doing a dumbbell fly. You're gonna have a massive stretch. You get the better stretch on the pec with a dumbbell fly than any other movement. Any other movement. The heaviest part is right here at the bottom, that deep stretch. The number one reason to do this exercise is you can get a heavier, deeper stretch with a dumbbell fly done properly than any other movement, okay? Safely. So you want to really take advantage of that full stretch at the bottom of the movement. So there's 2 things about this movement that are going to make it work for you and make it probably one of the best pec developers ever. Okay, just almost just as effective as a heavy incline barbell press, incline dumbbell press. This is a basic, this is a staple, all right? And I do believe these can make your chest grow just as much as any of those core movements if done right. So there's 2 things about this movement you got to get right. Get that deep stretch. You don't want your arms straight. If your arms are straight doing the fly, you're not going to get as much of a stretch on the pec. You're going to get more of a stretch in the bicep. And by the time you get a good stretch in the pec, the bicep's going to be about ready to rip off the bone. That's how Tom Platz tore his bicep, ripped it off the bone doing heavy incline dumbbell flies. So anyways, be careful when you go into the descent. Keep a good bend in your arm. Don't stretch that bicep fully out. Keep a good bend in the arm. Don't be afraid to keep a good bend. That's the number one thing. Deep stretch. The number 2 thing is on the way up, once you get that arc, once that arc comes about in line with your shoulder right here, once it comes in line with your shoulder, so from here, we're right here, start straightening the arm and bring the dumbbells close together. If you come all the way together right here, once you get to this point, if you don't start straightening the arm, this whole movement is a waste. You're doing nothing because gravity doesn't work back and forth. When I'm back here, when I stretch and I come up to here and I start coming inside, gravity doesn't work that way. Gravity only pulls straight down. So you've got to optimize the shortcomings of this exercise. I'm talking too much. Watch what I do. Good bend in the arm on the way down, the deepest stretch I can get. And once I come back to my body, right here I'm in line with my body again with my fist, I start straightening the arm because you want to get the humerus, the upper arm, right here, this upper arm part, as close to the torso as possible because that's how you contract the pec. So deep stretch, start straightening that arm to get it close to the torso, and that's going to contract the pec. So now you're making this exercise, the range of motion, effective through the entire range of motion and not just half of the range. You have good tension, making gravity work for you essentially. So just watch, we go into a deep stretch with a good bend in the arms. And once we get about right here, we start straightening the arms. Bring the dumbbells together for a nice contraction. I even kind of raise my chest up at the bottom, really to try to get the deepest stretch possible. It's real hard to have tension those last 2 to 3 inches, so I usually skip out on them. I don't fully touch the dumbbells. That's good. It's weird. The whole set, like my wrist was like weird. I felt my wrist was cramping. You see me like adjusting, kind of. Anyway, like kind of dropping it down and moving it around. Yeah, it felt weird. My wrist.
It happens sometimes.
Well, it's from boxing.
Oh.
Yeah, it hurts right there. It's okay though. Machines are good for that. When you got an injury, free weights, like everything has to stay tight. You're stabilizing everything. Machines are good when you're working around an injury. You can kind of find the right spot and just stay right there. So you're not aggravating something. Do one more set with the 60s. It's good. They feel really good, huh? Massive stretch, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good for that stretch. All right. You do these better than me.
Nervous. No, I don't. It makes me nervous. I feel like you're critiquing my form.
Since I'm having wrist issues, you're gonna have to show the people how to do this exercise. Okay. And see how the arms straighten out at the top? Good bend in the arm at the bottom, but then they start to straighten. As soon as the dumbbells come in line with the torso, the arms start to straighten. Because you want to get that humerus as close to the mid-pec line as possible. So you get this humerus, this upper arm bone, as close to the mid-pec line as possible. So if she was keeping a deep bend in her arm the whole time, this upper arm would be way further at the top from her mid-chest. So by lengthening and bending the arms throughout different parts of the repetition, bending them at the bottom for the deep stretch, straightening them at the top for a better contraction, just optimizing the movement. And this is just as effective a pec builder as anything, I believe. This heavy, we do heavy dumbbell flies, especially in the 8 to 10 rep range to failure. I believe that's just as effective a pec builder as anything. Ronnie Coleman and Arnold also believe that. Press machine now.
What is this one?
This flat bench press machine.
Okay.
We do it. Most of the equipment is taken. The gym is busy. That's okay though. This is a good machine. Feels good. It really feels just like a flat bench press. The weight don't feel a whole lot different than what you would have on a normal barbell either. It feels pretty close to the same in my opinion. But you can go a little bit heavier on this probably than a normal bench press. But the reason we're doing this one though, it's gonna bring, see the pec has 2 functions, right? 2 main functions. It can assist in many different functions and movements, but it's to bring this upper arm bone forward and across, okay? So a regular bench press will bring it forward. What you notice when we bench, when we do dumbbell presses, machine presses, barbell presses, Smith machine presses, we're grabbing the bar a little bit wider than shoulder width, about right here to here somewhere, you know? A lot of guys want to go real wide. I don't advise that. It's usually just gonna hurt your shoulders. If you're really trying to work the pecs, when you go real wide, remember the humerus is supposed to come in.
It's less range of motion.
So this machine does both functions of the pec. It goes up and in at the same time.
Wow.
If you're going real wide on a barbell or with dumbbells, sometimes you see guys doing these weird wide dumbbell presses. You're getting this real short range of motion for the pec because even at lockout, you're locked out. Look how far away the upper arm is from the midline. So you're missing out on all this contraction. So, I don't know. You can get just as deep a stretch in the pec with a narrower grip as you can with your arms out here. My pecs aren't stretched any greater out here or in here. Okay, so with a medium width grip, you can get just as good a stretch and a way better contraction. So don't use a super wide grip. The main thing on this one, guys, keep the shoulder blades kind of pinched together a little bit. Or better yet, you want that chest high, you want a good arch in the back. Keep your butt on the bench, but kind of like think about doing a lat pull down. Squeeze them lats down into your back pockets. Keep that chest high. And work the chest. Oh.
Is that a good weight?
So
You
good.
wanna add some more?
A little bit more.
You gonna add more?
Feel good though. Feels real good. All right, guys, last exercise. 3 sets, three exercises. One to two fill sets on each exercise. This is the last exercise. 1 to 2 fill sets, 2 working sets to failure each exercise. So about 12 sets total, maybe 14. We did probably 3 warm-ups on the first, three warm-up fill sets on the first exercise, but
Yeah.
all right, let's see. Let's do one warm up.
Your warm-up feel set.
Yep.
Moving right along.
All right. Finish with little heavy partials.
You gonna keep this weight or add some more?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Keep this weight. Last exercise, so can't really move a ton of weight at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last set.
Last set in the
What
house.
is it?
We're just gonna stretch and get out of here. See y'all tomorrow for some big back training. We're gonna murder that back. See y'all. Have a good day.